Greetings, thoughts. I just want to make this a quick little rant because I haven't eaten breakfast yet and it's like 3 p.m. I'm dying. Let me tell you guys about this stupid bullshit. It might be past my mark, but like I'm gonna talk about it anyway because how else am I gonna get that? A couple of days ago in New York, there's been some blackouts, there's been some issues with the power, and that's because Con Edison exploded. I was there to see it firsthand though. In fact, this is my footage. Let me explain what that was like. So me and my mom were just cleaning, and like I don't usually clean, like this is a rare occurrence. So that's why it's beautiful. We're living inside a simulation. All I know is that there were no casualties, so I'm gonna meme this shit to death. But it's a local meme, so it's kind of dead already. But is that gonna stop me? Absolutely not. Gather your thoughts, gather your thoughts. The lights started flickering and I thought, oh, maybe I need to turn some of my lights off because they don't usually flicker. Like my electricity is usually on point. But then my aunt came over because she lives across the hall. This building is owned by my family. And she's like, bro, have you looked outside? And then me and my mom look outside the window and it was flickering, but it was still gray at that point. Like that glorious hue of blue hadn't started yet. I ran downstairs to my cousin's house and I knocked on the door and I'm like, bro, something really scary is happening. My cousin comes outside of the basement because that's his work area. And then I'm like, dude, look outside the window. And he was like, what the fuck is going on? So then we all ran outside, like right out of the building, and then all the tenants started coming out and they're like, are the lights in your apartment flickering too? And I'm like, yeah, but have you seen the sky? Then as soon as we got outside is when the glorious shade of turquoise started flashing, and then I immediately took my camera out because I'm like, I'm a fucking vlogger. I'm a basic thought. The world might be ending. It might be aliens. It might be a nuke. But y'all think I'm not gonna vlog it? What a fucking thought. I was like shook. I was actually scared for once in my life. But again, I need to stress that the reason I was scared was because I thought it was either like a nuclear explosion, because explosion was like the first thing I thought. But then I thought, hang on, worst case scenario, it's a nuke. For some reason, I tried to run towards it because A, I wanted to get like better vlog footage, you know, maybe see it on the horizon because it was being blocked by buildings. And B, if there was someone there that needed help, like I wanted to help them, but like I can't do that. I'm just a tiny little girl. Anyway, I have some friends that live very close to the Con Edison plant, and here's some of their pictures. This really only lasted for like 4 or 5 minutes or something. Like it was very short. But obviously, that's not gonna stop me from having nightmares about it. And it's not the explosion that I'm scared of, okay? I need to stress that I am not a pussy. I am not afraid of explosions. I am no longer afraid of fire. But what I am afraid of is, you know, getting nuked, but the bomb falling far enough where it doesn't kill me instantly, but it just melts my face onto my chest, and then you die from starvation instead of like the blast. Okay. Honestly, I wish that had killed us. And now, like, all of us locals are talking about, oh, our powers are gonna appear in 2 weeks. Mine are already starting to happen. Like, sometimes when I'm really sad or angry, water starts to fall out of my eyes. It's pretty salty, but yeah, I know, cool power, right? Super useful. Everyone was outside and like they were humans and they were like, oh my god, we are so scared. What is going on? And I like that. I was actually accepting the whole we might get nuked, and I was hoping that it would kill us. But then I was like not really thinking about what would happen if it didn't kill us instantly. But then I thought, I'm safe at least because my fragile little body could not take a blast that size. So I want to start doing like a little mini series of adding dreams to the end of each video, just because if I don't do that, I'm gonna have to write them down, and like, this isn't the Stone Age anymore. Last night it was my fears manifested into a dream. But I thought I was over it. I was me, but I was a young girl, and me and the townspeople and my mom and my cousin, so we'll call him my brother because in this dream he was my brother. But in real life he's basically my brother anyway. We were sitting there in like this dark, dank, white-walled, plain structured room, and we were waiting for a nuclear blast. And I remember the first nuke hit and I saw the light through the door, but I was sure not to look at it. And I know that a lot of people were like blocking their ears, but I personally didn't do that. I don't know why. I was like, I kind of wanted to kill me and do as much damage to me, so I didn't really take care. But my mom was hugging me, and then I heard her speaking in this ear, and then I thought, well, okay, whatever. In this timeline, that's a nice way to die, you know, with your mom's voice. So then the bomb falls, and none of us were hurt. Then there was a second nuke. It didn't kill us again. We were able to immediately go outside because I guess we weren't in the radiation zone. There were some details of me and the townspeople, but then there was this couple. It was nightfall now, and I was trying to go back into the white-walled room. I'm guessing that's where we lived? No, it can't be. I think it was just like a bomb shelter. We were going back there because whoever the hell was nuking us, they were threatening to nuke us a third time. But I was worried because I didn't know if it was going to be close enough to incinerate me on the spot or if it was going to be far away enough and then me and my family and all my neighbors would be suffering. Classic fears. And then there was like a couple that clearly did not belong there, and they were exhibiting symptoms of like zombie virus. So I remember, first of all, I'm a righty. Well, I'm kind of ambidextrous, but I need my right hand more than my left. So everything I did it with my left hand. I remember punching them. Actually, no, I didn't even punch them in the face. I just like kind of slapped them, and then I felt my bones crack because I guess I had broken my hand, but I didn't care, and I didn't feel any pain. For some reason, we also had a gun, and then those people suddenly had taken over our base.
All your base are belong to us.
Now I was like hanging with Sheep, and we were in the room, and I remember just like, I was lying down, and Sheep was looking at me and like making memes, even though the couple was right there on the bed, and I was like laughing at her jokes. I couldn't move, or it was like I could move, but I was trying not to. Back to the gun. They were like, give me your guns as soon as we went back in, and then I was like, look, I need the gun because I want to be able to kill myself. Can you at least do it for me? And she's like, okay, sure. So she picks up the gun and kind of like shoots me without any warning, which is kind of rude of her because I wanted to be like, okay, brace yourself, and then just like, whatever, rude bitch. Instead of blood, there were like slices of cubed raw potato. But then this is the part that actually made me sad. Not even like 5 minutes later, it was daytime now. I hear all the townspeople, and I hear like a bunch of anime kids, because I always dream of like these anime kids in school uniforms. They're either my friends or they've been guiding me. I don't know. In this one, they were my friends, but they were a bit older, saying, okay, bye, have a good whatever. And the couple that had stolen my house was obviously staying here because it was a safe zone, but I think the US military had actually come in and was like taking all the townspeople to safer grounds. And then I was really sad that I had killed myself. And I remember I was like kind of scrolling through social media, but it was more like me listening to people's thoughts in the form of social media, because essentially that's what Twitter is. And this one guy had said something like, death is not peaceful. That one like really stuck out to me. Then I saw my anime kid friends like helping each other and having fun. And then the dream ended with me sobbing, and it was kind of like a monologue. It felt like I was talking to someone, but they were kind of ignoring me or they couldn't hear me. Because, I mean, if I'm a ghost, yeah, that makes sense. I was surprised at how well I was able to formulate sentences. And I was talking about like, damn it, I wish I was there to be with all of you and to go on adventures with you guys. My age fluctuated a lot in this dream. So it was kind of tragic that I died, but also not super tragic because I was either a child or I wasn't a child. Bye.